take Cracker Jack timing, Wang.
Total concentration. You ready, Jack?
I was born ready.
Welcome to the regular Menthol podcast where we discuss kino movies. My name is Tate. My co-host here is Chris.
Hello, hello.
We give our thoughts on the movie, our experience with it growing up. Then we discuss specific scenes that we like, followed up with our very own kino rating. Today, we're just talking about the 1996 movie Big Trouble in Little China, starring Kurt Russell, Victor Wong, and Dennis Dunn.
Dennis Dunn.
Dude, here we are again. How you doing?
Doing all right, man. I actually lifted for the first time in like 6 weeks.
Oh!
You're probably not going to want to hear this, but I was too busy to lift for the past 6 weeks. Is that even a thing? Is that sacrilegious to say?
I mean, it is for people that have lives.
Nah, man, I like just wasn't feeling it with all this moving and crazy stuff at work. I'm like, all right, I gotta lock back in. So sure enough, lifted today, felt great afterwards. It was good. Feels good to be back.
Getting that pump.
Good to be back.
Are we back? Are we back?
We are so back. How you doing, bro?
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling wonderful. I'm feeling alive. You know, first time in a while. We're just feeling good.
Right?
I got a lot of hope. I got a lot of optimism.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. We're white pill today.
Very nice. I like it. What else is going on? What else is going on in the
Not
world?
much. I don't know. All these people online, I try not to even go on Twitter or anything anymore, hear any of this nonsense, but you go on and people are like, dude, sell all your stocks.
Yeah?
I'm like, what?
Is that smart?
They're going to war. They're putting boots on the ground. They're going to war. I'm like, is that real? I log in for the first time. I hear this. I'm like, God, but I'm just going to log out.
Yeah, no, it's all fake. We're not going to war. But anyway, yeah, speaking of Twitter, you sent me that thing. What is it? CERN?
CERN, yeah.
What was that about? Explain this.
Well, I'm not exactly sure, but there's a thing called CERN where I'm not really sure what they do. They launch these particles super fast and smash them into each other, maybe creating black holes. Maybe they found time travel using it. They turned it on in 2012, and now they turned it on and off through various things and through various time periods, and people are speculating that it's causing great rifts in reality. And as we have talked many times, time is just speeding up.
Yeah.
Is this because we're getting older, King, or is it because they are launching these particles, creating faster time, and now that they turn the machine off, time has gone back to normal? Whoa.
Yeah, I was reading some of the comments and people were like, from 2019, basically like COVID, until now, it's the time per day has sped up.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I could see that to a degree, but I think you sent me that on like Monday. Today's Wednesday. I don't think that the past 3 days have been that much longer. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
You don't feel it? You don't see it in the clocks on the wall?
I don't feel it. I don't CERN it. Nah, dog. I don't know. It doesn't. Yeah. I don't know if I'm buying this one.
Well, it's best not to think too hard about it. It does come from the world of schizophrenia. Schizophrenia is talking. Schizophrenic is talking. Listen and learn.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. It'd be wild to think about if that was like true, but I don't know. I don't know. I can't get behind it. Not feeling it. Regardless.
It's gonna be like the late 90s again. The days are gonna last longer. It's gonna be way better.
Maybe that is just because you were a kid and you didn't have any responsibility. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I mean that's what it is for.
That's just the reality of it. Everyone talking online, it's like some 80s or 90s kids. So like, all right, well, that's probably why. Anyhow, let's get into this movie, Big Trouble in Little China. Tell me about this thing.
Jack Burton thinks he's the hero of this story. He is extremely wrong. John Carpenter's 1986 cult classic throws Kurt Russell's blowhard trucker into a sorcerer's turf war under San Francisco's Chinatown and lets Dennis Dunn's Wang Chi be the actual competent one while Jack fumbles through it all with a knife and a truck full of ego. Ancient curses, floating eyeball demons, kung fu wire work before it was cool in the West, and one of the most quotable, I'm not the hero, but I think I am, performances ever put to film. pure Kino chaos, a movie that knows exactly what it's doing while its main character has no idea what's happening around him.
Yes. It's a very accurate description. I like it. Like it a lot. Yeah, this is your movie, right?
Well, yeah, I guess so. You know, you and I work together. We're talking about these movies, right?
Mhm.
And it should be noted, we also discovered synthwave together. I don't know how that happened. I think you were looking over at my computer at my desk one time, and it had Laserhawk up, and you were like, Laserhawk.
Yeah, this was what, like 2015 probably era?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, dude.
And like, I'm not sure who created synthwave, but it might have been John Carpenter. Are you familiar with this guy?
Well, I know him as a director, but ironically enough, when I was doing some research here, I saw that his band plays the intro to the movie. That's a thing. Yeah. It wasn't even worth me noting down, but here we are.
Well, he does the scores to the movies too.
Oh, does he?
Like all those sounds that are in each movie. Like, remember when we were talking about John Carpenter's Vampires and it was like a Western score to it? Mm-hmm. That's him. Right. And yeah. If you haven't seen it though, like they made a music video for this movie, his band called the Coupe de Villes. And it's just absolutely berserk insanity, this video. Highly recommend anyone listening to this to pull it up and search it up. Coupe de Villes, Big Trouble in Little China.
Well, in the same vein, I was also looking up and saw that this was supposed to be a Western movie, and they pivoted. I'm not sure why. I didn't look into the details of it, but yeah, initially it was supposed to be a Western of some sorts. Pretty wild.
Intriguing. Interesting how you can kind of see the building blocks of that with Jack Burton, and instead of it being a Western, they pivot to this Fu Manchu type backdrop,
Bro, it's out there, man. This concept of this movie is pretty out there, but yeah, I feel like this is only John Carpenter could come up with this movie concept. You know what I mean? It's like
it's so weird. It's very unique. It's a unique movie. Not really sure the genre. I mean, it's not scary. It's not horror, but there's horror elements. It's not an action movie, but there's action elements. It's kind of this in between type thing.
Mm-hmm.
I was just thinking about John Carpenter movies. They're horror movies in theory, right? But like, I don't even get scared in a lot of his movies. I just come away thinking these movies are awesome / hilarious.
That's exactly what it is. Like, The Thing is probably scariest. But I look at vampires in this movie as more comedies. Not even comedies per se, but they're like right in the cusp. You know what I mean? Because
they are funny. Yeah.
They're funny. It's like dry humor too, so but they get by, dude. They definitely get over. They're good movies.
You could see why I would love this.
Oh, well, yeah, 100%, dude. Karate.
Like, I don't even think that things are funny anymore in terms of actual comedy. I just can't even listen to comedy anymore. But it's weird stuff like this that I actually get a kick out of. Like, I'm watching it the other day. I find myself laughing at some of the stuff. Like,
yeah, it's good.
Yeah, holds up.
Mm-hmm.
So, King, this is your first time watching the movie right now.
Yeah. So today was the first time I've ever seen this movie. I've seen bits of it, and I'll reference later in the episode some of the lines that I've heard before. But yeah, this is the first time I've actually just sat down and watched it. Wasn't disappointed, but yeah, we'll get to it. How about you? First time watching this?
Dude, I have a very, very early memory watching this movie sometime in the late 80s. Right?
Yeah.
I remember it just like very distinctly because I was like, hey, I didn't know people could shoot lightning. Like, I'm so young that I'm seeing this. I'm like, is that real? Can people do that? Like, I thought it was possible for real.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, 4 or 5, didn't have a good understanding of the world or anything. I'm just thrust into this movie and I'm demanding an explanation from my brother and dad about what's going on. Just had no frame of reference.
So you're 4 years old watching this with your dad and your brother.
Oh yeah. 100%.
I mean, I've said this before in episodes, but just like the monsters and shit, I feel like would like freak my child out, and she's 5.
You know what, man? I wasn't. I'm down with what you're saying. Like when I was little, I was scared of I don't know vampires and stuff. But I had like a logical take on vampires where I was like, these are serial killers that have superpowers and they have human intelligence.
Yeah.
So at the end, when they get you, they turn you into a vampire. So I was super freaked out by that element of it.
Yeah.
But just that, like a straight up monster, like in this movie, it didn't really freak me out. Plus, it was kind of a jovial tone to the movie.
Right.
So as a kid, I'm watching that. I'm like, I'm not really scared, like that Jack Burton's in it or whatever, you know?
Yeah. Fair enough. Literally a me character. Who do you got?
Dude, I feel like I'm Carter Wong. I'm Thunder, dog. Like,
Carter Wong.
and the whole premise, the whole premise of why I think that is because there's a scene where he blows himself up.
Yeah.
Which is not explained at all. And it's very comical looking, but that's me, man. Like I don't even seek to have any kind of discussion with people sometimes.
Yeah, you pop off.
I'm just like this. I can't even listen to your nonsense. I'm just gonna blow up. I'm just gonna explode right now.
Remote detonate. Spontaneously combust. Yeah, I mean, I kind of vibe with the character Rain. I was a big Leonardo fan growing up. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So he had me at like dueling katanas. I'm like, this guy rules. Says like 2 words in the whole film. Like, yeah, that's me. Plus he has like this sick, I can vibe with that. So let's get into some of these fun facts. The studio demanded that the beginning of the movie be changed. Barry Diller felt that Jack Burton wasn't heroic enough. So after production wrapped, Carpenter went back and shot an introductory scene where Egg Shen, Victor Wong, says Jack is a courageous man. Had Diller not said anything, the film would have begun with Jack driving. Carpenter didn't necessarily want Burton to be seen as the hero. He wanted both leads to be considered the film's heroes. So, don't you just love when these studios do this? Where it's like, oh, no, hey, we know you have a vision and you have this whole cracked out mindset of what this movie needs to be, but we're just going to need you to go ahead and change the beginning for us. Because I did read that it was supposed to be, it was marketed as the movie of the year, to where Kurt Russell had to go on all these, promotional tours and talk about it and whatever. But yeah, man, it's funny because I watched this for the first time and I'm thinking to myself, yeah, what was that beginning? What was that even about? Like I see him driving the truck. I'm like, oh, they could have just skipped over that whole, nothing that didn't make sense to me before I even read this.
Yeah, 100%. When you watch the movie, like, why is Egg so concerned with telling this lawyer that Jack Burton is a hero?
Yeah.
When in reality, Jack he kind of just bumbles through the whole movie as a sidekick.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird. But yeah, so I don't know what's necessary, but you got these insane psychopaths that work in the studios, the producers, and I guess they dictate policy. In a rare occurrence, John Carpenter lost it on set. He reprimanded a special effects coordinator during production. A wall-mounted explosive squib detonated prematurely. Actor Kurt Russell documented the incident as a rare instance where the director lost composure on set because the production scheduled tight windows for practical effects setups. The special effects department utilized hardwired electrical triggers for the squibs, which required extensive manual rewiring and wall patching between unsuccessful takes. Like, I read this and I'm thinking, bro, with all the chaos that's going on in this movie, would you really even notice? Like, think about that. I've worked with these squibs on set, and it's kind of annoying. Like, they're a pain in the ass. But yeah, dude, I guess this guy, I didn't know this, that he's pretty, level-headed, but apparently this was like a one-off thing where he just like lost his mind on set. Can you imagine that?
I mean, I wish that there was video for this type of thing, so we can
right.
Carpenter losing his mind like Christian Bale.
Right. Terminator set.
Yeah. I guess it's just they put so much effort into this one little thing, and they got to redo all this stuff if it messes up.
Yeah, fair enough. You lose a lot of time.
Yeah, maybe he was tired that day.
Well, and apparently they were running pretty tight schedules with this, which leads to the next point. Kim Cattrall left the set at 4:30 p.m. each day, then performed a production of Anton Chekhov's Three Sisters. Cattrall remembers having to explain to studio bosses who Chekhov was. My film career subsidized my theater career, she said. If I only did theater, I would have had to waitress, and I don't want to waitress. So, like, first off, respect to this chick for this grind. Think about that, going from like a major production to some small theater work on the side. Like, who would even want to do that? Right?
A maniac. I mean, yeah, someone who's dedicated, like you said, someone who's dedicated to the theater.
Craft. Well, that being said, I still hate theater kids. So, anyhow, let's get into some of these Kino scenes. Pretty insane opening here. Like I mentioned earlier, Victor Wong, who is my guy. Folks that don't know, he's the store owner in Tremors and the grandpa in Three Ninjas. Absolutely love this guy. Brings back many, many early 90s memories. I mean, I'm sure you have your thoughts on Victor Wong.
Victor Wong rules, and especially in this movie, he's just got so many lines that it's such dry humor.
Yeah, exactly.
That it makes it funny, but also it's funny because he's like this crazy looking Asian dude, and he's just fucking with Jack Burton the whole time.
Got, like Bell palsy in his eye, but it just like that's his kind of his thing, right? And it's just I think he's a funny, hilarious, great actor. So I love him. But like I was saying, it cuts to Kurt Russell, who's Jack Burton. Great character name, by the way, which we always talk about those. And I feel like, and I'm obviously, we've already talked about the fact that the movie's a little bit, meant to be, I don't know what's the word I'm looking for? Over the top. Yep. And I feel like he's overacting, but it works. You know what I mean? Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Thoughts on Kurt Russell? He's your guy?
Kurt Russell is definitely my guy. I think he rules. I think he also gets this character so good.
Yeah.
I'm watching it. I can't think of anything. Duke Nukem.
Okay.
Esque.
Fair enough.
Ash from Evil Dead.
I would say Duke Nukem,
that
Duke
kind of
Nukem light, maybe.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
But dude, I'll tell you what. I'm watching this movie and I'm sitting there probably 20 minutes in and I'm thinking, what is this guy's voice? And I'm closing my eyes and I'm thinking, who does he sound like? And it's bothering me for like the next 20 minutes after that. And finally it comes to mind. I'm like, this is Ernie McCracken, Bill Murray from Kingpin. Do you get that? You feel that? It's like he has this long,
similar vibe,
drawn out delivery. It's like over the top. And I'm like, dude, oh my God, I was going to go crazy if I didn't figure that out. But he sounds the same cadence as Ernie McCracken, Bill Murray.
Yeah. I get that. That tracks.
Yeah. So, again, flying a little bit blind here. It's my first watch, but airport scene, right? 3 things stand out to me. 1, this Asian gang, drip, next level. This guy has like Inuit glasses, right? That he's rocking. Super Kino. Just that whole vibe of these 3 dudes. Awesome. Number 2, this Asian chick who has the green eyes, Miao Yin, played by Susie Pai. Super hot. And as you know, in these episodes, I'm not really one of these goon over actresses guys, but I think she's super attractive. Thoughts?
100% agree. Her face is just so pretty that you're like, holy smokes.
Well,
who is this woman?
Apparently she was like a Penthouse model or something. Or I don't know.
I'll look that up later.
I don't know. Something to the effect, or what's the one? Hugh Hefner. Is that
Playboy?
Something like that. But anyhow, very pretty. Respect. Number 3, who steps off the plane? I don't know if you caught this one. This is Min Laung. Okay. Not sure if you remember this, but she's only ever done 3 movies in her entire life. She's Brian's girlfriend in Gleaming the Cube. Did you catch that?
Oh, yeah.
You did? All right. Well, I
yeah, because, well, when if we go back to our Gleaming the Cube episode, like I never really fully watched the movie until we did the episode.
Right. That's what I'm curious.
And I'm like, who is this woman? She looks so goddamn funny.
So then on the other end of it, yeah. Well, and speaking of Gleaming the Cube, Peter Kwong, he's also the guy who plays like the sidekick. And he's like, haha, Kelly, Kelly, the whole movie. What are the odds that these two are both? Because she did 3 movies in her whole life. Like, how insane is that? Stopped acting.
Maybe in the 80s, there just wasn't enough Asians to go around. Like, a lot of the people that are in the gang are in 100 different movies as Asian bad guy.
I can get that.
If you know.
Yeah, I feel it. Yeah, 100%. Because what's the one guy who he's got like the Fu Manchu long hair?
Yes.
The leader of one of the gangs. I can't remember his name, but dude, he's in what the hell's he in?
He's in Die Hard.
Yeah, Die Hard.
Yeah.
A couple of movies. That guy has such a distinct look, and we talking about Die Hard all the time. It's like this guy is the guy, right?
The number one Asian bad guy.
Yes, he rules.
The number one Asian thug. If I said that to you, you know exactly who I'm talking about.
And he looks.
That's the
part,
first
too.
guy that comes up.
That guy
Yeah,
rules so hard. Yeah.
I love in this scene this this gang dude pulls a butterfly knife out on Jack, and Jack's immediate reaction is what? Like he's not threatened by the knife per se. He's just so confused by the butterfly motion of it. He's like, what? He literally says, what?
This is. Remember those knives? So they were like, I think big back in the 90s, and it was like, people would have it on the bus or at school. It's like, dude, check this knife out. And they like flip it around.
Yeah.
It was like such cool. I remember that.
I'm not exactly sure what tactical purpose it had other than to just dazzle the person, confuse them.
Yeah, literally.
And then stab them.
Yeah, exactly. None at all. So, side note, I just want to point out though, they get in the truck, they're driving away, and he's like, no, go down this alley. And they actually Tokyo drift this 18-wheeler. Mind you, there's no cab on it, but I'm still impressed by this. Catch that? Like,
I did catch it. It's a
stunt right there.
That's real stunt work there, dog. That is real stuff. Whoever's driving the truck in this movie is actually pretty badass. It makes me want to bring it in, be like, hey, guys, to my work, to the beer place. Talk to these beer drivers. Hey, you ever see truck driving like this, bud?
But it leads to this Chinese standoff that they have, which kind of rules, right? And I'm thinking to myself, how badass would it be if you're just rolling down the big city, and you just see some Chinese dudes with these different gangs. They're rocking like ninja suits with different color headbands on. Like, this is the shit that I'm talking about. This is like 80s, 90s ninja films that I'm into. And it just reminds me immediately of that.
Yeah, like if you think about this, I feel like this scene in this time, this era, was before there was any kind of knowledge about martial arts.
Right. Well,
or Asian people in general. And they're like, yeah, dude, in Chinatown, they just have like gangs and stuff, and they just battle it out with guns and knives in an alley. That's what happens.
And then it leads me to the fact that this is where it just starts to get chaotic for me, this movie, because I'm thinking, all right, they're going to have some hand-to-hand combat. They got some weapons. Now they just pull out these guns and just start shooting you. And like half of them have guns, half of them have knives and swords and shit. I'm thinking to myself, what the hell is going on here? It just doesn't fit, right? But that being said, give me a loadout check here. Anything stand out to you?
Dude, this is so 80s. It's just a random mishmash of guns. I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
One guy has revolvers in these old West style holsters. One guy has a Tommy gun. Another guy pulls out an AK. Like, it's so
random,
just insane and random, the guns that they're using. I love it.
The one dude has an Uzi, doesn't he?
Yeah.
What's the gun?
They have all sorts of insane movies.
What's the gun that Jack uses for the rest of the film? That's not an Uzi.
I'm pretty sure that's a Tech 9.
Okay, Tech 9. Fair enough. So they literally have because at the Wang uses the shotgun, so they pretty much have every style of gun possible in this movie.
Yeah,
it's kind of wild.
Yep,
insane. But yeah, so I'll say it again. This the first time I'm seeing this movie, but they escape through this alleyway, and then they crawl into this little crawl space. Jack takes off his sweatshirt, and he's rocking this insane cutoff. It's a Japanese red sun with a Japanese warrior. So this guy has a Harley hat, some Rasta sweatshirt, and then this insane cutoff. Epic drip.
It's
so thinking, random, dude.
Call me crazy. I think maybe you should get that exact cutoff.
Oh, hell yeah.
And maybe just be Jack Burton for Halloween, dog.
I already looked for it.
I'm buying.
I
think you could pull that off. Can you grow out a mullet by Halloween?
I don't know, man. I don't know if it works, man. My hair grows out back instead of straight down. It's kind of weird. It's like fluffy. So I'd have to straighten it. But yeah, I'm definitely, it's not below me. I could do Jack Burton for Halloween. So, but then yeah, so it leads to these Raiden dudes coming down, and tell me if this, catches with you, but these hats they have are like insanely huge. And it just reminds me of Rick Moranis from Spaceballs with the oversized helmet. And I'm watching this the whole rest of the movie. I'm like, dude, I can't get this image out of my head.
Spaceballs? Oh shit! There goes the planet.
Thank God.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just so over the top, man. All this shit. I'm like, what is happening here?
Yeah, you're kind of hit with like a million things at once. Like it's fascinating to see your perspective because you've never seen the movie before, and you realize that you are in madness right now. You are just witnessing insanity.
Dude, it's wild, bro. I'm trying to watch this and say, okay, I understand that there's these stories of, these old Chinese stories, proverbs, whatever, and I'm trying to track it and see where they're going with this. But then it just goes so like into left field. I'm like, all right, what the hell is going on here? I can't follow this movie. It's so crazy that I can't make sense of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like this movie goes insane almost immediately. Like you have relatively little story going on. All of a sudden, they're in an alley witnessing a gang war. Then 3 dudes with superpowers show up and start murking everyone. Then this guy Lo Pan shows up, and Wang is like, "Oh yeah, that's Lo Pan. It's a demon."
Yeah, it's
like 5 minutes prior, it was this guy's girl getting kidnapped, and then we just get Chinese demons.
Well,
it escalates so fast.
But it's hard to follow this Lo Pan character. I kind of get what they're going with him, but he starts talking when he's this old guy, and it seems like it's supposed to be comedic. Yeah. And it just also comes off as this senile old guy, but I don't know if it's meant to be a serious character. It's just some white dude doing a Chinese accent, like super over the top. Cause it's actually funny as hell. Like some of these lines he's delivering to these guys. Like what is going on here, dude? It's so crazy. But another side note is I'm watching this, and this happens to me occasionally on movies where a line is said and I've never seen the movie before. I'm like, holy shit, dude. It's weird how it sounds in my head because it comes from a song of like a band that I listened to back in the day. For example, this one is, he goes, "This is going to take crackerjack timing, Wang. Total concentration." He's like, "You ready, Jack?" He's like, "I was born ready." This was from one of the punk rock bands that I used to listen to. Maybe it was like a compilation album, the ones we always talk about. But that was at the beginning of one of these songs I've heard 100 times. And it's like, it triggers in my brain as this vivid memory. And I'm like, oh, it comes right out of this place of this memory. I'm like, okay, I remember that. Insane. Good line, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Bands used to do that all the time where they would have the movie little quotes in there to start their song and whatnot.
I referenced it in, what is it? What's the vampire movie that we covered? I can never remember the name of it. Lost Boys. They do Death by Stereo. Yeah. There's a band, Death by Stereo.
Death by Stereo.
Just like, Death by Stereo. So, yeah, it's just funny. I'm just watching it, and all of a sudden just pops in. I'm like, oh, I remember that.
Just the different wardrobes in this movie is just out of this world, too. It cracks me up. They get back to the restaurant, and Jack Burton's just wearing this silk robe while on the phone with the insurance company.
This is what I'm talking about. It's just so all over the place, man. It's so weird.
Like, also, I just want to note that this is a lesson in game, this movie.
Okay.
You want to be out there at the bar, you want to be spitting Jack Burton game, but you got to back it up. Like, Gracie comes in, Jack just walks up to her and starts spitting game. Like, this level of game where he just kind of like is this rogue Jack Burton, absolutely just this cocksure American living the gimmick, right? Like, I know a guy in real life, one of my friends, who is exactly like this guy.
Doesn't care to be judged.
Like, he is Jack Burton. Yeah, he's Mr. America. And it's like, he lives the gimmick.
Love it.
And it worked for him considerably.
How'd it work out?
He's like married and has kids. So
There you go. It worked out.
yeah.
Man. Respect though for him just leaning into it. I love it.
And it also, like, the camera, it cuts to Uncle Chu describing to Jack what Lo Pan is, saying his body is animized. He becomes a dream. Immediately, the camera just cuts back to Jack, and he's got this what the fuck look on his face. He just responds like, what?
Yeah, there's
It's that kind of juxtaposition between these guys trying to talk about mystical shit, and then Jack just not buying any of it.
There's so many of these. I can't give an example, but so many different times in this movie where someone says something and it cuts back and someone just says something completely off kilter, and then the scene just cuts, or they just go do something else. And I'm like, did anyone else catch that? What? It doesn't give you any, definitivity to what they're talking about. It's so random, but it's good. It works.
Like at some point in this movie, I'm watching it, and it's when they're in the elevator. I guess I realize like they're pretty nonchalant about the girl getting kidnapped at first.
Yeah,
like they try and find her and stuff, but it's like, we're gonna go back to and regroup at the restaurant. We're gonna talk it over, come up with a plan to go get her. Like, they don't even know where she is. And Shane comes over talking about he's talking about Lo Pan and what he is and everything, and he's just casually eating dinner. Like, I mean, I know what Lo Pan is. Like, he's just like this demon that shoots like
it's perfectly normal.
Lasers out of his eyes and stuff. You know, we'll deal with them. Don't worry about it. Like me, like I'm getting as much guns and ammo, and I'm like, all right, like let's go get this chick immediately.
Well,
like, this is my wife.
Well, that's Wang, bro. He's all about saving her. Which, by the way, this actor's athleticism, if he's doing the stunts, which I'm probably assuming he's not, but the stuntman killed it. But anyway, that's the thing the only thing that sat with me is the fact that Jack, it's like he spends the first 5-10 minutes of this movie being this drifter and not caring. He's like, I just want my money, Wang. Like, give me my money or I'm going to kill you. But then multiple different times, he has the chance to walk away. He's like, oh, screw it. And he just keeps putting his life in danger, which, why, dude? What's the motivation of this character?
Well, I think at the end they're friends, and he's just a gamer at heart, but part of him wants to play that loner guy.
Yeah.
But when it comes to his friends needing help, I guess at the end of the day, he goes, I guess I got to do it. But
yeah, it was
not
the only thing
much of a motivation.
Yeah. His character, the way he handles things, it just leads me to believe he'd be like, screw this, dude. I'm out. But get my truck and leave. Back on the road.
Yeah. And that's like part of his whole motivation is like, I just want my truck. And
Literally.
It's like this dude's giant semi truck is just chilling in this warehouse.
The whole time.
So at the end, he's like, my truck.
Yeah. And it's this whole labyrinth they go through to get to. It's like, how would you even know to go in there? Like, it just, the pacing's crazy. Them finding where they're going to go is crazy. Interactions are crazy. It's just a hodgepodge of just complete insanity for me.
Yeah. And Lo Pan comes out. They're captured at this point. Lo Pan comes out, and he's just this decrepit old guy in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Very different than the guy that he ran over in the alley. And this back and forth between Jack Burton and Lo Pan is just great. It's like Lo Pan saying something, and he's explaining his whole motivation and everything. And Jack's like, yeah, well, or you could go to the psych ward. And Lo Pan gets pit, and Wang's like, hey, don't say it. And it's like, Jack's just like, what? I'm supposed to buy this shit? Like, all throughout the movie, he's just this guy that's this like brash American. And these guys are trying to be serious about mystical, goofy shit.
Yeah, exactly.
And
dude.
he just totally cuts it by being like, dude, what the hell are you guys talking about?
It's just so weird, man, because you're introduced to this beginning scene where he's this drifter trucker guy. Sure, he's in Chinatown because he knows this guy through business or whatever. And then it just cuts to this underground in Chinatown where these cults and I don't even know, this ancient Chinese craziness happen. It's so crazy. That's all I know. I keep saying it sounds like a broken record, but it's so wild. Regardless, holy shit! Carter Wong comes out of nowhere. This actor who you mentioned before, and he has a cigar. This dude, talk to me about Carter Wong.
First off, Carter Wong is jacked.
Yeah, super jacked.
Okay.
If you look at his IMDb picture, it's just him flexing it. It's the funniest picture ever.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
But it's incredible because all throughout the movie, they're wearing these ancient warrior outfits.
Sick.
And then randomly, it just cuts to the three of these guys have these modern, like, three-piece suits on.
Dude. This is what I'm talking about, bro. It's like this guy had this in his mind. John Carpenter is like, okay, now we're going to transition. No need to. He could just still be rocking this ancient garb. He's like, you're going to have a suit on and you're going to smoke a cigar. Why? Not known.
Not known. I love it, though.
It's good. It works.
There's this... So I notice this every time I watch this movie. It just pops in my head. I see it. There's this one guy who's part of the Wing Kong, the gang with the red and black colors, the bad guys.
Yeah.
And I just notice this every time. He's in the gang fight in the alley and later attacks Wang inside the warehouse.
Okay.
And I'm pointing this out because he's clearly just a white guy.
They ran out of Asians.
They literally did, dude. Like, are they trying to present him as Chinese and hope it slips by? Like, they couldn't find enough Asian henchmen
Literally
for this. They tapped out. They got them all. Like, we need one more dude. We just need one more guy. How about this white guy?
Casting was like, yeah, there's not enough SAG Asians, so we ran out. We're gonna have to just get some white guy. Put him in the back of the. But John Carpenter's so cracked out. He's like, put him in the front. We'll use him.
Yeah.
Dude, complete insanity. But again, I can't really criticize this movie about too much because it's just so all over the place. But I know it's meant to be over the top. But when they come out and they jump into this tour bus that Egg has, these guards come out with straight up AKs and they light them. Now, this bus, I mean, it's probably paper thin. These, the structure of it. The way it's shot, you would think they just tore through the entire bus. I'm waiting for the camera to pan over. They're all dead. Nope, no one's hit. Completely fine. I'm watching this. I'm like, what? I mean, it's point blank 100%. Range with AKs, dude. I mean, you know what? That's going to shred that thing up like, Swiss cheese.
Well, yeah. If in case anyone listening is planning on getting in a shootout, don't assume that cars can stop bullets.
No.
Because they can't.
Especially these old guys.
You will just get shot right through the car. All those dudes should be dead.
Literally. It doesn't work for me. So I just, again, don't mean to criticize, but it's those little details. So another thing is, for me, the monsters and the effects in this movie are a little bit dicey, but I kind of don't mind it. You mentioned the eyeball, like Krang looking dude, and down in the sewers. They do a close up on him, and it kind of works for me. Like, I do know that they did animatronics for The Thing. I don't really know how they shot this movie because I'm not familiar with it. But is that CGI or animatronics?
I think it's animatronic. Part of it's the animatronics, and then there's definitely some parts that, like, when it opens its eye and floating, it's probably some kind of early CGI. But
I don't mind it. I mean, I think that little demon thing works. Like, it's cool. It looks cool. It worked for me. So, respect. I mean, that's the thing about the movie The Thing is he does such a great job with that. Like those, I don't even know what the hell you want to call it. It's like that alien thing when it takes over the people's bodies. Yeah. Those effects looked really good, especially for when was the Thing shot? I mean, this was 86, right?
Yeah, this is 86.
Yeah. So, I respect, man. But yeah, they respect them. They worked. But
I mean,
the beast thing, man.
Regarding the monsters, though, dude, it's like the thing that gets me about the monsters is that it's not really explained. Like, there's not a lot of explanation on anything that's going on in this movie. But we have gangs, we have sorcerers, we have magic.
It's so much.
And then just for some reason, there's just like a random like werewolf-looking dude that appears. Like, why is that in there?
And not only that,
they just throw that in there.
There's like when they're walking down the one sewer, there's like a hole in the wall. and this random, it looks like a giant ant comes out and it grabs the guy, and I paused it because it just wasn't fluid, and it looks like it grabs him, but it stops, and the guy's just like holding, his arms up looking scared, like it's going to bite him. And then it just cuts back camera after something else, and he's being swallowed by this thing, like pulling him back in the hole. I'm like, what was that? What?
Well, the thing that I appreciate is like the audience knows this movie isn't really serious.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the actors are playing it seriously.
Yes.
Right? Like, I like the idea of people being serious in absurd situations they're thrust into.
Mm-hmm.
Because otherwise it wouldn't work. Like, I like that you got Jack Burton who's totally confused by everything.
Yeah.
But Jack he just Burton goes anyway.
Yeah, he's a good character, for sure.
He's like he represents the audience. You're like, yeah, I don't know what's going on here. It does make sense to just flip out at people and have them explain to you.
I mean, I'll give you another example. There's a sequence where the henchmen are just doing random karate, right, in front of Lo Pan, and it's like they have these chicks, the two chicks with the green eyes, hold on to the sword, and it lifts them up, and they like touch a ball. Lo Pan's like, "Oh, it worked! It worked!" Again, what the hell is going on here? Why are they doing these karate moves with swords in front of Lo Pan? What's happening here?
Dude,
why is it necessary?
I have no idea.
Part of the ritual?
Like
I don't know.
In karate, there's these things called katas, and they're like these dance routine things that, if you ever see karate on ESPN back in the day, you see people doing like katas, right?
Okay.
Why is Lo Pan making these dudes do this? I really have no idea.
Part of the ritual, dog.
Either way, part of the ritual. Either way, though, Carter Wong looks insane, flexing.
Yes.
Like, and it's awesome.
Carter Wong makes this movie, bro. Seriously.
I want to point out set design for a second.
Oh, fair enough.
Lo Pan's wedding is just absolutely Kino set design.
Yep. Agreed.
They go down in this sub-level under the streets, and it's this weird kind of mix of 80s neon and sword and sorcery aesthetics with this giant skull and everything.
I was just going to say, the outlined neon giant skull. Pretty awesome.
Yeah. Super well thought out and awesome looking.
Oh, well, then you have his little layer there where it's like the Buddha statues lined up, which end up kind of falling and, domino affecting into each other. But even that room kind of looked pretty badass the way it was set out. Yeah, set design a great job on this.
And, we've probably mentioned it 100 times, but Burton's one-liners in this movie are actually incredible, but it's not even just the big ones that everyone knows about. It's these random ones thrown in, like where they're looking for an elevator to get down to his wedding. And there's just this wall, and he goes, hollow?
Yeah, dude.
It's just like,
yes,
hollow. And then he just goes, fuck it. And just like rips it open.
Dude, I made a mental note of that, and I'm like, that was funny as hell. And it just, the way his delivery on it was so good. Hollow, fuck it. And just stabs it. It's just so random. I'm like, that was so good, dude. Yes. Agreed.
And like every time I see this scene where they get in the elevator and they do these shots.
Yeah.
And they're going down, they're getting all jazzed up, and they're all like super elevated moods.
Yep.
It cracks me up, dude. Like, I feel pretty good.
and it's another one, another example. It just cuts to they're in the elevator, and Jack goes, "Is it getting hot in here?" And then it just cuts, and the elevator opens up. I'm thinking to myself, are they going to be all taking their shirts off or something? Because it just leads to the next thing. Nope, they just get out. It's like, is it hot in here? And that's it. It's just so random, dude. I love it. But then you had this big fight scene, obviously, like kind of the ending, or if you will. Jack uses this blade that's attached to his boot. Do you remember how cool this was back in the 90s? The thought of like having a hidden blade in your shoes.
Oh, yeah.
Was that a thing for you?
Oh, yeah.
Because that was a thing for like me and my boys. It was like, this is awesome. I want to have a blade in the tip of my boot or shoe. But it's, when you think about it, it's not very practical. Like, how would you make it work?
Yeah, how would you? There's got to be a boot holster that someone's come out with, I guess.
Yeah.
I think of Mr. Blonde in Reservoir Dogs.
There you go.
When he tortures the guy, he pulls out a razor from his boot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, was it? Yeah, I guess this is a bigger thing than I thought of back in the day, you know?
Well, and then adding to that with this whole fight scene is, I don't even know, I'm watching here, is Egg and Lopan, they have these holograms that they both shoot out a laser of different colors, and it's these random samurai holograms that battle each other. And at this point, I'm thinking to myself, there must have been a considerable amount of coke used to write this script. Like, he threw this in there, he made a decision on that, that's the way he was going to go with it, that was filmed, that was edited, that was produced. I'm like, okay, this is where we're going with this. What the fuck am I watching?
Yeah. Dude, this is where, like, at this point in the movie, you're kind of like, okay, nothing's going to surprise me now. And all of a sudden, they start shooting holograms out and fighting each other with holograms. And you're
awesome.
like, all right, dude, this is awesome. We need more of this in Hollywood, bro. We need cocaine back in Hollywood.
Simple as.
Hollywood. I don't care. Dude, I don't care what it takes. Go down to Columbia or something. Have the CIA start funding films again. I don't know what it's going to take. But get cocaine back in the writer's room immediately, because we need more of this shit.
It's good. It's entertaining. I will say is at least entertaining. More entertaining than the shit they're coming out with now. That's for sure.
Did you catch, though, that also Egg uses what looks like a grenade launcher that shoots crystals?
I saw where he was just running around randomly throwing these little balls and they explode. And I'm like, okay, this is probably the best weaponry you could use in this situation. Just start launching these grenades at people. It's very effective, to say the least.
He's launching these grenades, and then at one point he pulls out this tube and puts this like rocket-looking crystal into it.
Didn't catch
and
that.
Shoots it out.
Didn't catch
and it shoots out like a rocket and blows these dudes up. And I'm like, dude, at this point in the movie, the prop guy was like, ah, fuck it. Just do anything you want, dude.
Go for it, dude. 100%, dude. Yeah, I missed it. I missed that. But yeah, I think that was probably the most effective weaponry. But yeah, that basically just, goes full circle that they've used every possible weapon in this movie. Knives,
everything,
grenades, every type of gun, like the full repertoire, which I appreciate.
Actual scariest part of this movie for me is when they kill Lopan, they kill Carter Wong and Rain, and this lightning guy is the last guy that's left.
Yeah, dude.
And he's just doing this crazy hand movements, summoning more lightning, and he's just walking down this hallway towards them. And you're thinking, like, imagine if you're Jack Burton, you're like, oh, fuck. There's some dude, just some invincible guy shooting lightning out, and they just jump up this hole.
Yeah, but you know what, though?
I'm running.
That didn't track with me because if you watch it closely, it's taking him forever to get these lightning bolts out, and they always fall short. They're not accurate. I'm like, dude, they can just dance around this guy. This guy sucks. Like, he can't land any of these shots. But to your point, it is super gnarly. It's like grimacing the way he's, slowly moving towards them. It is kind of scary.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
It's the visual of it for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No doubt.
And they climb up this hole, though, and they look up, and Egg is in a hole in the ceiling above them. And incredible line. Jack just goes, how'd you get up there? And Egg just responds real cold and real quick. It wasn't easy. It just cuts.
But then it cuts right to him with this little, and it's so funny too, because it's this tiny little quarter size of a regular, bow and arrow crossbow thing that shoots out this arrowhead.
That's attached to the grappling hook.
Grappling hook. Thank you. But it's like micro machine size, and it's going to pull other bodies up. So it's just like, that's how he initially got up there, I guess, and then just pulled them up. So it probably wasn't that difficult at all. But
dude, think about that for a second. Think of his loadout. Egg is going into this. He's got a bag full of like grenade gems. He's got a literal crystal rocket launcher, and he has a grappling hook.
Not to mention
on his person.
He's got these drugs that make him like super, like, because Jack uses the drug with his reflexes to kill Lopan, right?
Yeah.
The knife. It's like, okay, so he's just the ultimate warrior, if you will. Egg. Respect, dude. That's our boy. So movie ends, and honestly, bro, I hate to sound like I criticize this movie the whole time. It was super entertaining and fun. But what in the hell did I just watch? Like, what is this movie about exactly to you?
I think it's just John Carpenter's take on like the Yellow Peril pulp stories, like Fu Manchu.
Yeah.
If you're familiar with any of that.
Yep.
What would happen if Fu Manchu was just dropped in the 80s and some brash ultra-American main character went up against them? That's just a fun little story. That's it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Not really, I don't know if there's any message exactly.
Yeah. See, I'm always looking for the message in it. It's like, I'm watching this, I'm like, I don't really know that there's anything here. It's just complete insanity for an hour and a half.
Well, tell me your Kino rating. Finally, sir, we come upon it.
Well, I don't know, man. It's, I think this is the first on the podcast where I go below an 8 because I'm always very generous with my ratings. But I'll go 7.5 on this one. Like I said, it's super entertaining and funny, good dry humor, and the effects are decent. But I don't know, man. I'm just left feeling like I just cracked out for an hour and a half and not really sure what happened. So all around fun movie, though, I will say. It's like an entertaining hour and a half where, just watch some chaos, I guess. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I give this movie a 7.
All right. This is your movie.
Right. I don't know if everyone into it. Like, this is something that I'm really into. Mm-hmm. But it's like a really fun, quick hour and a half movie. A little nostalgia for me. Non-stop action ride where they just keep throwing stuff at you right up to the end credits where the song plays. And like, at the end of the day, it's like I don't need to watch Citizen Kane every time, right?
Sure. Fair enough.
It's like,
good point.
Sometimes I just need to watch goofy shit. And this movie you would see on TNT or TBS
there you go.
at 2 o'clock in the morning, and you're like, all right, yeah, I'll watch Big Trouble in Little China for the next hour, 100%.
Fair enough.
This is a movie that can get me in the mood for Halloween, but it's not necessarily a Halloween movie. It can be watched anytime. Very unique. I don't know.
No, I can feel that. I can feel that 100%. I respect that. So there you have it, folks. If you haven't seen it, Big Trouble in Little China. Very good one. Appreciate you listening. Please like, share an episode. You can find a website, www.regularmenthol.com. Send us a line at regularmenthol@gmail.com. That leads us to next week. What do we got, my friend?
187.
Oh, boy. Yeah, bro. This is...
Cops.
This is my movie right here, bro. 187, Samuel L. Jackson, Clifton Collins Jr. You want to talk about Kino.
Clifton Collins Jr. Wow.
Dude, this is absolute Kino. So, buckle up, folks. Till then, catch you on the next one.